Hey there, good morning to you. It is Sunday, September 30th. Thanks so much for waking up with 10 News. I'm Josh Sidorowitz. First this morning here, we do have a 10 News alert out of Tampa's Hyde Park neighborhood we want to tell you about. That is where police are investigating after a man was found shot near South Willow and West Swan Avenues. We have learned he was taken to the hospital where he died. We are working to get more details. As soon as we know, you will know. We'll send a 10 News alert to your phone. Well, this morning, Clearwater police are trying to piece together how two elderly people wound up dead inside of a home. They were found inside of a house right here on Flushing Avenue in a neighborhood near where US 19 and Gulf to Bay intersect. Police made the discovery Saturday afternoon, but you could see detectives were working late into the night here. At this point, police are not releasing any information about the two or how they died, but they are encouraging anyone who might know something to give them a call. Well, right now, a desperate search is on for survivors in the wake of a powerful earthquake and tsunami in Indonesia. The monster wave triggered by that quake killing at least 832 people when it slammed into the island of Sulawesi. And they expect, unfortunately, that number to continue to rise. There are also many people who are missing. About 50 are believed to be trapped inside the ruins of a hotel. The city of Palu took a direct hit from that tsunami wave. Rescuers are having a hard time reaching it in other coastal cities. The country's president says the airport there is not fully operational. On top of that, roads and communication lines have also been damaged. My goodness, you can see the force of that water. The 7.5 magnitude quake and tsunami follow several other big earthquakes this year. In fact, just last month, a quake on a nearby island killed 505 people. Well, it is the last day of one of the hottest Septembers ever here in the Bay Area. Rick, are we going to hit another record here today?
Yeah, you know, we did that yesterday. We smashed the record. It was nice. Is there any cooler weather on the way? That forecast on the way.
Fingers crossed, Rick. Thanks. Well, two brothers with apparently nothing better to do are accused of stealing a truck, taking it on a joyride, and then randomly shooting at people as they drove by, including a car with 3 young kids inside. This morning they are in jail. Somehow nobody was hurt in all of this, but as 10 News reporter Sarah Rosario explains, oh yeah, things could have easily been a whole lot worse.
Not knowing who's inside of them, it's disgusting.
Well, Sheriff Judd says investigators are still looking for the gun that was used. They believe it could have been a sawed-off shotgun or a rifle. Well, any animal lovers out there, this is going to make your head spin here. Pasco deputies say they discovered dozens of cats and a dog locked in a U-Haul without any food or water. A neighbor alerted police after they saw a woman named Karen Tuttle Kunman loading the animals up in a truck in Holiday. Kunman said she was planning to drive that truck to Michigan. Police say they found 47 cats crammed into the back of that U-Haul. She is now facing dozens of animal cruelty charges. We are hoping to get an update on the conditions of all of those animals here later today. President Trump is standing by his Supreme Court nominee, Judge Brett Kavanaugh, and pushing back against reports he was limiting an FBI investigation into allegations of sexual assault made against Kavanaugh. Before heading to a rally in West Virginia yesterday, the president told reporters he thinks Dr. Christine Blasey Ford was credible, but believes the FBI's investigation will end well for Judge Kavanaugh. Now, that investigation will also look into Deborah Ramirez, who claims Kavanaugh exposed himself to her when they were both students at Yale in the 1980s. However, a third woman who made accusations against Kavanaugh will not be interviewed. The FBI's investigation will take 1 week, and then Kavanaugh's nomination is expected to be voted on by the full Senate. A group of women showing their opposition to Judge Kavanaugh's nomination, dressing up as handmaids' tales to protest in Largo here. The move was a nod to the popular TV series A Handmaid's Tale, in which women are forced into sexual servitude. Volunteers, you can see here, go door to door. They were part of a statewide day of action, encouraging people to vote for candidates who they say support women's rights.
It's time for us to get the representation.
Questions that are just unfathomable.
All right, here's a lesson in be careful what you post on social media, right? Tesla and its CEO Elon Musk are paying up big time to settle a government lawsuit accusing Musk of misleading investors. Both the company and Musk will pay $20 million each to the Securities and Exchange Commission. And this all goes back to that August 7th tweet where Musk claimed he secured financing to make Tesla a private company. The settlement also requires that Musk step down as chairman of Tesla's board, but he is allowed to remain the company's CEO. Well, red tide conditions, they might be getting better, but that doesn't mean it's time to let your guard down yet, especially when shopping for seafood. Well, slight relief. That is what the latest FWC maps are showing for red tide conditions up and down the coast. Concentrations of the algae at test sites in Pinellas, Manatee, and Sarasota counties over the past week, they have decreased. But even so, fishermen and seafood suppliers know they are not in the clear just yet, especially with stone crab season just 2 weeks away now. 10 Investigates' Jennifer Titus is taking a look at whether one of the Gulf's most popular entrees will be impacted.
Right here.
For Titus 10 News.
And again, stone crab season begins October 15th. It runs through May. Crabbers are allowed to place their traps in the water on the 5th, which may give them an even better idea on just how the stone crabs have held up here. Hey, and remember too, you can find everything and anything you need to know about red tide, all of our previous coverage, plus the latest beach conditions at our special section, WTSP.com/red tide. You know, here's to hoping too, as he was talking about, as we get into October, maybe temperatures come down, maybe the water cools down, we can finally get rid of some of this. I don't know, wishful thinking.
Well, on average, we should start to cool down. I mean, we should see high of 87 typically on average, and we're 97.
That sounds chilly. At
90, doesn't it? Yeah. And today, I think we're going to do it again, at least tying some record heat, and probably a good shot on Tuesday.
All right, Rick, thank you. Well, hearing loss is becoming a silent epidemic in America, affecting young and old alike. But many who are impacted are hesitant to seek treatment, as CBS Sunday Morning's Dave Pogue explains. And you can watch more of David seeking a sound solution for hearing loss, plus remembering a comedy classic, Gilda Radner, and Home on the Range with cable news pioneer Ted Turner. Those stories and a lot more when CBS Sunday Morning begins in just a few minutes. Well, Giovanni Scanio, he has been playing soccer for 4 years now, but this year, well, he's had the chance to get up close and personal with some of his favorite players because he is now one of the junior reporters for the Tampa Bay Rowdies. 10 News reporter Bobby Lewis went on the road to St. Petersburg with a soccer-loving kid asking the tough questions.
Tough. He's been tough, and
I'm Bobby Lewis, 10 News.
We have a
Maybe a future 10 News reporter there.
He's good.
He's good. He's got a good name
get some
too,
more.
Giovanni Scanio.
I like that.
Hey, the Rowdy season is winding down, but Giovanni and other junior reporters, they still have 3 games left. They get to ask the players all of those tough questions.
You know, the Rowdies games are fun too.
Oh,
And
yeah.
what a beautiful sight right there at the marina. It's great.
So cool for him, so young. Well, hey, you know what? Fall is here, despite your forecast saying otherwise. And that means there are a new lineup of events going on across the Tampa Bay area.
You bet. 10 Communities' Catherine Bursch gives you a peek at some fun things going on today.
Community.
There you go.
All right. You know what, though? I think I might take an indoor event today.
It's a good idea. Yeah, I mean, we're talking about low to mid-90s. We were 97 yesterday, and 93 is the record today. I'm going to go 93 for the forecast. We'll see. I mean, we've been running higher than the forecast the last few days. But the Rays, it's the last game of the season today, Josh. It's
Indoors?
Indoors, so there you go. There's your thing to do. Go watch the Rays. Wow, they had a great end to the season, so we're really excited about next year. By the way, the 7-day forecast shows more 90s next week, low 90s
Yeah,
over the next 7. And I just looked at the long-range forecast for October, above normal temperatures.
Great.
Sorry.
Thanks. We'll end it on a high note then. All right. Have a good rest of your
Happy
Sunday,
fall.
everyone. Yeah, right.